Good evening, YouTube. It's another Saturday night, another Nerdy Collective. Welcome. Now that I got you. And without further ado, let's get my co-hosts on tonight. And here we go. Yo, Jeff, buddy, what is up?
Not much.
How are you doing, Joe? Good weekend? Good week?
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Cool. You have a slow night tonight.
Yeah.
It's all good. All good. We're still enjoying ourselves. That's what matters, right? All right, let's get our other co-host on here so we can shoot the shit tonight. I got a lot to talk about.
We all got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. Hold on here. Where are we? There we go. Bam. Deuce, my brother, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? What's happening?
Another Nerdy Collective show. So, man. So, I was thinking, here's what we're gonna do. So, me and Jeff, and now you, Deuce. You've been doing this now with me for what? 2 months, 3 months?
2 or 3 at least. Yeah, probably
at least. And Jeff has been with me almost since the very beginning.
Yeah.
We've been doing this since the very beginning. So we're going to do a couple little things there I'm going to change up. So comics with Bueller. Thank you, buddy. So nice to see you. So nice to see my buddy in the chat. You're welcome.
What's going on, Bueller?
So
it's still early for him.
Yeah, it is. It's only like 10 o'clock for him. I think it is. Something like that. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to run this little boom. Hopefully we'll get Monty tonight. I don't know if he's got his computer back. He's still working on getting his computer. So I'm going to keep down the bottom and the links down below, everybody that shows up in the chat. We get any guests that show up later or such and such. If you want to be a guest on the show, contact me at bobbysun66@gmail.com. I'll contact you for an interview and we'll have a talk. Otherwise, that's where we're going to go from there. And what is this? This is the Nerdy Collective Show. We've been interviewing guests 100 some times now in a row, and it's all been a blast. It's been a wild trip. We've ran into so many wonderful people. We've met lots of wonderful people. We've just seen amazing collections. Last Saturday was friggin' awesome. No, my mouth was drooling. I mean, literally, like over that Japanese collection. I was like, what? It was fantastic. He was awesome. We might have him on as a guest sometime. We'll definitely make that happen.
Cool.
But I think what I'm going to do from now on is, like, if you want to be a guest, boom, you get more than happy to come on. Otherwise, I thought, and whoever's been on the show before, I'm going to leave a link in the chat. If they want to pop on, they can pop on and go do a live with us if they wish to do that. And I have been sending links out to people that want to come on, but I'll make that link right now. So how's your week been, Deuce? How has your week been, Jeff? Let me know what's going on you.
I got an AOK from VV.
That's cool.
Yeah, got an AOK from VV. Got got a bunch of books this week. I need to cut down because I need to organize. I need to organize crap too.
You know what? You're barking up the wrong tree, brother, because
Yeah,
I've been saying that for 6 months.
yeah. We all say that, and then we don't cut back.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have. I literally
Yeah.
have. I've been. I'm getting some. I've got a lot of new books, some older stuff that's coming, but I got a lot of newer books. One like couple big crates of new stuff that I ordered in the last 2 months, and I've had John like hold on to them, just like don't send them until everything is done. You get orders in, then send them to me, and then we'll do one big shot.
I don't. Did he have an auction today? I didn't see one.
Every other weekend. He'll have a next one next Saturday for sure, and he's going to have some. I got a sneak peek. It's going to be pretty awesome. I've seen some pretty hot stuff.
Yeah, I've been laying off, man. I've been laying low, and I've got plenty of books that are new that are coming in, but at the same time, I need to do the same thing and cut back. There's some great series that are out there.
Oh yeah,
that are coming up, and there's some stuff that I've been getting for some time.
Yeah,
but there's just too much. I feel like some of the stuff I need to get back and get into and read and make sure that I'm actually liking the series before I just discontinue, because that's my biggest challenge is that I don't have time.
Right.
Yep.
My job has just been kicking my ever living butt.
Dude, same here.
Same here.
I haven't had time, and then it's like I come home, get something to eat, I start to try to watch something or read something. Next thing I know, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep.
We understand that one.
Do it all over again. So.
Yep. Understand that one. Try to read something and then you're out.
Yep.
And I learned my lesson the last time, man. I don't read comics. I don't read paper. I don't read floppies in bed no more.
Look who showed up in the chat. This is fantastic. I have not seen Airboy Barbarian for at least 8 months. Brother, it is so nice to see you. Thank you for being here, brother. So that guy, Deuce.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever seen him, but there. Oh, look who showed up in the chat. There he is. Awesome. Look at this. And Patrick Wall, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. Wow, there he is. How are you?
How are you?
That's awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. You're echoing it just a tiny bit.
I've been up. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. Hold on.
Echo. Mute your
going on.
mic a little bit on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you go all the way out.
Only on the YouTube channel. Just the YouTube. Come back. Turn that back on. Turn your mic on. You're on mute. We can't hear you. You got your mute on. There you go. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Can you unmute him? Or
no, I can't unmute him. He has to do it.
Okay.
There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. You got it now. I think you got rid of the echo, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Boy, talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We got it. Get the bugs worked out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Keep your mic. Yeah. You just have to mute the YouTube channel and listen on right here, and you'll be fine. You won't echo.
I got it.
Cool.
I got it.
There you go.
Hey, good. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. yesterday.
Yep.
Is it yesterday? Is it midnight? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Slinging books from 10 o'clock a.m. till 6 a.m. at a massive Comic-Con. And I just got home.
Wow.
And I cleared. Right. And now check this out. I cleared selling dollar books and a few Silver Age keys. I cleared probably around $3,000, and I picked up some stuff you would not believe what I picked up.
I would love it. Do you have it? Do you have it?
Yes,
Well,
unbelievable.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
You're very happy. I can see that. That's excellent, Airboy.
Right?
That's fantastic. No, Airboy Deuce, and I know Jeff knows Airboy. He's probably. Do you remember Airboy, Jeff?
Yeah, we had him on a while ago.
We had him a long time ago, but he would show up once in a while. Deuce,
Yeah.
this guy's collection is pretty immaculate too.
Okay, check this out.
Let me blow you up. What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, it's a great book.
Right.
That
Okay,
is
it gets a lot better
fantastic.
than that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Where's Monty when we need him?
I know. I know.
Okay, it gets better.
Oh, I bet it does.
Here's LB Cole.
Oh,
Nice.
heck yes.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
I mean, these are just the biggest ones, but
yeah, I
check
know.
this one
What did
out.
you pay for? Can we ask what you paid for them?
Yeah, well, see, here's the best part.
That's my
Okay.
favorite right there. That flight.
All these books that you just saw,
Yeah.
were paid for by selling dollar books.
See,
Right.
All of them. Okay.
see,
So I got this one for 700. Okay.
that one's 700. Is that
Okay, but it
1942?
books. After
that
it's
42?
graded, it probably books at about $4,000.
Of course.
Right.
Is that in 1942? That flight?
I think so. Yeah, it's number 11.
All right, man, that book. Oh God, look at that! Look at that Deuce. Oh,
LB Cole.
Old school.
This one I traded Thor 165 First Warlock. It was a mid grade plus $300 for.
Wow. That's cool.
That probably books. I don't know. I suppose if I slab that, that's probably about a $2,000 book. I have no idea about this Schomburg. This is number 58. You know.
trust me, it's a good book.
I mean, and then
it's
I've got
expensive
some
book.
Dave Stephen covers that you just.
Yep.
This is cool,
Yep.
but I got a bunch of this stuff, $5 a pop. This
Nice.
like near mint old Savage swords.
Nice.
Classic.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I got hundreds of books, but and the best part is I come back with $1,000 petty cash, didn't spend a dime.
That's
Good for you. Whose
Selling-
volume is up on the YouTube?
I don't know it. You got some
I
backup.
muted mine. Mine's not even
Okay.
on.
Because you're getting his bad echo. It's only coming from the YouTube. So if you don't mute the echo on the, you're getting that bad echo.
Yeah.
I
There we go.
How you been though? I just saw you and I just was so excited.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It's
Let
good.
me, see, do you have gloves? Can we see the inside of that flight book?
Yeah. I'm not worried about gloves.
I do.
I'm not getting it. It's not like I'm not getting rid of it.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'll be in a coffin when they get rid of this one.
Ooh, I want to see this. I got to blow him up. Sorry, guys. I got to see this. I really, really like this book. Classic science fiction.
Yep.
Here, let me get the camera better.
Yeah. Okay. I got you full screen.
Hold on, I'm not real good here with this stuff.
No, you're good, buddy.
This is a mess. I've been slinging books like you wouldn't believe.
Don't need to explain.
Good on you, man.
Look at the binding on it, you guys. The binding is beautiful on it.
Okay, now there's a staple pull there, but you're talking a $3,000 book.
What's the date?
The date is February 1947.
See, I was close, almost close. It was off a little bit. It was 47, not 42. I thought it was 42.
Look, the color is immaculate in it, really.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
look
not
how
brittle.
white the pages are. That's what's blowing me away.
Crazy,
It's
man.
not- It's not brittle at all.
Nope.
Wow.
I mean, it just.
So did you
beautiful.
get this from a private collector or somebody?
The guy that he must have a honey hole. Some older fella. He was so good to me, and he was throwing me $50 books for free after I bought a couple of these because he was just tickled to get cash.
Heck yeah, absolutely.
And of course, I was tickled. I do the double up principle. If I get something, you got to be willing to get rid of something to get something.
Exactly right.
And that's what I did today. I brought stuff I didn't really want to see go, but most of it, to be completely honest, over half my sales were in a bunch of dollar bin books. No one's selling dollar books. They all want $2. I just put $1, and
really,
yeah. And there was probably about 8,000 to 10,000 people there, and I couldn't. I mean, I had my daughters help me. They were just slinging dollar bills. It looks like a strip club. There's so many dollar bills all over the place. It was just, yeah.
Wow, that thing is beautiful. Look at the tentacles. See that? You see that, Deuce?
Yeah, it's amazing, dude.
I told you. I was just like, that's why I know this book.
Right.
Yeah, that is.
Look at that. You
Red
can't.
Rocket? No way.
Right.
That is so nice. I bet you're a copy. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. I'm just ecstatic. And the best part, like I said, I come away with my wife's tickled because I bought the booth with no intentions to sell anything. Here's the best part. So we go to this con, it's in Minneapolis, and it's a true comic convention. No commercial, whatever, pop culture junk, right? There's creators there, but most of it's all comic books, and it's at a state fairgrounds, and it costs $15 or $20 a head to be in. And I had 6 people: my son's son and his girlfriend, my 2 daughters, my wife, myself. So even if I would just attend the con, it would cost me, let's say, $20 a head, $120.
Right.
This was at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds?
Right. And
why
so
didn't I hear about this? Why didn't I get an email notification on this?
See, they canceled it for the COVID. It's been 2 years since they've had it. And usually they have
right across the border. I could run over there.
Right. It's just beautiful. They have the next one in spring. They'll have it, a spring con. But they had it. I was in contact. I met one of the volunteer staff in a Half Price Books up in Minneapolis when I was up there once.
I know the Half Price Books, a few of them there.
Right. And I talked to him about comics, and he gave me his email, and he was so good to me. And I'm from Iowa, so I had to drive about 4 hours to get up there this morning, and just getting ready for it. And I set up the table, to be honest, so my wife and my kids could have some place to sit down and eat lunch while I browse comics for like 12 hours, right?
That's awesome.
But I have never sold at a con. I have a hard time selling, but I got too many books, I just got too many.
What did it cost for a booth?
$250.
That's cheap.
Wow.
And within 20 minutes, I had the booth paid for.
Awesome.
Right. And of course, I brought us some cash because I'd flip some books, through Instagram or whatever here or there, So I think
Boy, stop for 1 second. I just have to make a quick shout out really quick here. Chris Large, my buddy from Australia. Thank you for being here, brother. We will be talking on Monday, hopefully. And Art Chemist, congratulations on that little boy.
Yeah.
Awesome, buddy. Beautiful baby. Congratulations. Dusty, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what up, Dusty?
And
we love you.
Cap.
Captain.
We appreciate it, you guys. Okay, back to this, Airboy. Sorry.
Yeah. So I spent $250. We, within the first 20 minutes, we paid for. I'll keep showing this book.
Yeah,
we
show
paid
me the back
for.
Two. Oof.
I can't believe how clean that book is for its age.
Look how clean that book is.
That's gorgeous, yeah. That's nuts.
I mean, I suppose it's at least a 3.5 or 4, and it's nearly, off-white to white pages.
Easily. You're probably got more than that.
But I mean, for the age of the book, man, that thing is just absolutely gorgeous.
It's immaculate.
Ridiculous.
And of course, it's not like I've had this in a search list. You don't see this. I have never seen it in the wild.
I've never seen one ever. That's crazy.
You can sit there and watch a heritage auction and pay $5,000 if you want on a slab book.
Oh, I know this book. I've seen it. It's on my list.
And so what would happen is I'd sell some books, and then my daughter and my wife, they were so good, they'd sit there and keep selling books. I'd make a little cash, and if I made enough, and then I'd go barter with the guy.
Yep.
And then I'd come back and I'd sit down for a couple hours, sell a few more books, and then I'd go back. It was kind of like going to a bar. It just was so good to keep going back.
Of course.
Just one table. One guy had some old stuff, and he was so good to me. And then it got to a point after I bought some, I came back for some $50 silvers, some really good stuff. And he's like, "You want that?" And I said, "Yeah, how much?" And I'd ask him how much, and he said, "Just take it." I mean, the guy was so good. The guy was, he just,
that's fantastic.
I mean, there's a lot of decent people,
That's excellent. Well, you know what? That's the thing too. People are missing these events. They've missed these events for almost a year or two.
Yep.
Right. And I think he was just so happy to have someone. I passed up. There was a contact in there that I didn't get. I don't know if you know the LB Cole contact covers.
Yeah.
And he had 900 on that, and I just couldn't get it in time. Someone knew what that was, But I told myself I'm not going to buy it unless I got the money, and I've made the money. And I don't even, to be honest, don't miss anything I got rid of. Absolutely nothing, because I could get it tomorrow if I just flipped a couple books. It's not that big a deal,
Sure.
I might have got, like I said, I got rid of a Thor 165.
So Airboy, really quick. I know what books you got, and I know what books you probably went to get that kind of cash. So curious. So help the G-Man out. I have a real problem selling books.
Yeah, you do have a real problem.
Tell me how you get over that. What is your so that right there, what I'm seeing, that gives me total yes.
FOMO.
Right. So here's the principle.
Motivation.
Here's the principle. Okay. And I'll be honest, this comes down to an issue of faith. Here's the principle. And we've talked about this privately.
Yep.
Okay. My hero is a God that gave his life for us all, right?
Sure.
And he teaches me one thing. Nothing good comes without sacrifice.
Of course.
Nothing good comes without sacrifice. Now, just apply that to your hobby, man. If you're willing to sacrifice something good,
makes total sense.
And I do a double up principle, obviously, but you got to be willing to, in the end of the day, what is it? It's collectible paper, man. Right.
And that's what cool. I keep saying too. It's expensive paper,
but that's gotten me some stuff. I went from a $500 collection 6 years ago to right now, it's probably close to $100,000. I mean, obviously retail, whatever, but who cares? But it was all just a matter of sacrifice and stuff I kind of liked, because there's always something better, right?
Yep,
and this is the beauty of comic books. This is not like my spouse. I got one. She's the best in the world. That's all I need.
There you go.
Right? Comic books, though, man, there's always a better one around the corner.
I know.
So,
it kills us every time.
You just apply that philosophy. There's many comic book fish in the sea, and
that's right.
So
yeah, look at this, Chris Large. He's awesome. Law of attraction. Yeah.
Right.
Awesome, buddy.
Thank you for letting me share that. I didn't mean to jump on here.
Dude, come on. As soon as I see your name, I'm like, what? I haven't seen you. I see you post once in a while. You post something on Instagram, some books, and I seen that one and a couple other ones you posted on Instagram just recently.
Right.
I haven't seen you for so long. You've been busy.
So on Sundays I work in a church,
Yep, I knew that. Yep.
Volunteer. And so a lot of times it's hard. I'd love to be on your show, but I got to be in bed. But
I know.
I prayed about it, and I took Sunday tomorrow off.
So your heart is still pounding on adrenaline from this today, right?
Yeah, that and in Black Velvet. But yeah. I mean, I just got home after selling books for 12 hours, and it went like 12 minutes, and my family had a beautiful time. And it was about
that's the best part too. When you can do it with family or friends, that makes it a lot. That makes it so
and it's kind of exciting. So I'm so happy. Next weekend, I took off some vacation days from work. I don't know if I told you where I work or not,
Yeah, I know. I know what you do. Yeah,
right. So I took off some days at the end of the week, and I told my wife and I we bought a hotel in Sioux Falls, and there's the SuperCons in Sioux Falls, and I'm setting up a table there too.
Nice.
So I've never done this. I'm doing it 2 weeks in a row, and either I told myself I'll get burned out right away and not ever do it again, or I'm just going to fall in love with it, and it'll be the only way I'm getting books. You know, but right now I'm so far beyond what I ever thought or imagined. I just wanted to pay for our, look at some comics, maybe pick up some bronze horror that no one knew about, and come home, be happy. And I come back with 2 LB Coles that I never thought I'd ever see in the wild.
It's fantastic.
So, right.
Doesn't it feel good though? That whole the hunt when you can find something in the wild. Yeah.
Right. And to get focused too, the other thing I focused on is I've pretty much, other than like some eclectic stuff that like Dave Stevens stuff and some, just some stuff that no one ever sees or even cares about. Other than that, I've pretty much focused my collection all on gold and fairly rare gold now. And I'm really in a happy spot with that because, all the silver and the copper, we can see that come and go. You can get it again. You know what helped? The pandemic helped in some ways. When the Silver Age stuff went through the roof.
Yes. Yeah, it went crazy.
It broke me of one habit. I'm no longer a completist. I was doing the whole ASM run, right? I don't know if you ever tried the whole ASM run.
Oh God.
And I had everything except AF-15 and number 1.
Yep.
And when that pandemic hit and those silver gauge keys went up, when they started getting to be, in the 6 figures,
sure,
I basically realized it's not possible.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I completely was willing to cannibalize my ASM run, except for what I really, really liked.
Sure.
And then that fueled more of a love in the hobby. And I'm in a better place, not having to sit there and complete a run on some of these major runs. And I mean, as much as, there's some still things you can still be a completist on, but that's just it's not feasible for me to sit there and have to sell a house to buy a comic book, So, yeah.
Big shout out to California Blend and Theory 23. Thank you.
And you're absolutely right, man. Like trying to get that ASM run is just ridiculous. Like at one point I was trying to chase those down myself.
Right.
And I honestly started going, you know what? I'd rather have the spec run or the web of run than even try to get all the ASMs because it's ridiculous.
And I was so close, if I did do anything over, and when I started the goal 5 years ago, I had a chance to get an AF-15 like in probably a 2.0 for about $5,000.
Right.
But I didn't because I didn't at that time. Boy, that's just too big. And of course, hindsight 2020. But what do? You can't cry over spilt milk. You go to the next thing. And hey, that reproduction copy I got, I can read it or whatever. I don't care.
Yep.
Exactly right. Because to me, it's it is what it is. And there's bigger and better now too. But once I was broke with the completest model, and so then what I applied that to, like the same thing with the Werewolf by Night. I had everything but 32. Right. What the price at 32 is now, whatever. So I cannibalized around. I kept the best covers I really like, because here's the honest: when you're completist, there's probably out of 50 comics, there's 10 you really really like the story or the cover.
Yep.
And so then you pick the nice copies you do, and then there's a lot of people still wanting the other, and that stuff is worse stuff. So it's opened up the door to stuff I never dreamed about being able to even look for. So. Yeah, it's all cool.
That's the same way Robert needs to think now. Is the what you don't want.
Exactly right. And that's quite a bit.
Right.
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 I have a lot of extras. Too many copies of one thing and another thing. Real quick to the chat. If anybody in the chat would like to come on the show, just click on the link. We have enough room. So if you want to come on, just pop on the top link on the top of on the chat. It's posted there. But anyway,
I'll put some books. This camera right here. I'll throw some other stuff that I got. Just see what you think about it here.
Congratulations.
You don't have to put it on full screen, but you'll see it.
Okay.
Well,
cool.
Robert, I actually did pretty good. Do you remember that Evil Ernie I picked up? How I picked it up? guess I saw one the same shape, same grade for almost $800.
You're kidding.
Yeah. So I picked it up for what, $200 and a couple of $5 books.
Oh, there's a nice book.
Yeah,
That's a nice book. I got a lot of those too.
mm-hmm. I've always wanted.
$10.
I've always wanted the Dave Stevens
$10.
stuff.
Nice, buddy.
Bucks.
What were you saying, Jeff?
I said I've always wanted Dave Stevens stuff. I
Yeah,
just
Dave
never
Stevens.
got.
That's another
yeah.
good one. Love that cover.
Is of course one that I adore.
That's
did
a
you-
beautiful cover.
You
$20.
saw the stuff about her, right? The
I
stuff
did.
that came up. Yeah, the stuff that came up and where it
But-
broke the internet.
You know, I kind of felt like that was going to happen because I mean, it's not really been a secret for a long time.
Right.
She's been a big supporter of the community for a very long
Right.
time. So I wasn't really shocked by any of that information. It's also kind of funny to me too,
Yeah.
because
I wasn't
Mason
either.
Rangers.
people keep
What
their
was the
private
drama?
lives
What was the
private.
drama?
The drama was that she came out that she was been in a 10-year relationship with a female.
12-year
what?
relationship. Yeah,
Correct.
what?
So what?
that's what I said too. I was like, honestly, to me, it was just like, wow, just one more thing we have in common. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that Avengers book too. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great event.
That Romita cover, that's
Yeah.
just $10
Yes.
for that. I could,
Yeah.
I didn't have that one, but yeah.
And again,
This one is the one the guy I got the LB Coles off. He just gave me this.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
I
Big
didn't have
shout
that
out to
one.
Magic Lasso, brother. Thanks you for being
Hey.
here.
Say, pick this up for like trade fodder. This is that first appearance of Xena.
Oh
$2.
man, I think I've got that cover actually. I think I actually have that.
Right.
That's when she was good. When she's la 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 la.
right, right.
That's what I remember. That la 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 la.
And a load of this stuff. This stuff I love. These were just like $2, but they're like
Whoa.
very fine to near mint Kubert stuff.
Yes.
yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, it's not special, but it is to me, you know.
Of course it
It-
is. It makes total
this-
sense.
Skulls on it, you know. Here's another one's cool.
hey, dude.
Got kind of a bronze horror vibe, you know, with its Tarzan
Yep.
book. And then this has
What
got
is
kind
the
of your good girl vibe, but
Yep.
Kubert.
Exactly.
right. I like this stuff. This is cool. I mean, there's a lot of underrated books here. That's $2.
Ooh. Like that
A
shirt
short
cover.
cover with kind of good girl thing, bondage going on. I mean, it's just,
Yes.
you know, people just don't realize. Now, here's something. Now, explain this to me. So you got, this is a 20 center. Okay. Now you see that one. And this was in the same lot. And look at, it's blank.
What?
Now,
The
tell
20
me, explain that to me, because I have no idea.
The 20-cent area is blank.
Yeah. Is that
An error copy or something?
an error
It's a-
copy?
It could be.
I don't know. I've got a couple of them like that. I thought for $2, I'm going to see what it is.
Check the
I've never-
inside. What does it say on the inside? On the
Well,
inside of the
let
print.
Yeah,
me
well,
take a look. I haven't even opened it, but I thought, man, that's odd.
I don't think it would tell you inside, but it would.
No,
it would,
but it might be something.
Is
different
it
on the
foreign,
inside.
maybe, or?
That could be possible.
Or it
yeah.
could be just a misprint. You never know.
Yeah, misprint too.
But I got like 3 or 4 of them like that.
Well, people eat those up. What does it say?
It says published and reprinted.
Yeah.
National
thought.
Bookstore.
Oh,
Printed
okay.
by
That's
Cacho
what it is.
Hermanos. Must be
Spanish?
but
Yeah.
it's in English.
No, it's a reprint. It's probably it came in packs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep,
It came
that's
in like,
what it
okay.
is.
yeah.
It
I
came
just
in
thought
one
it
of
was
those
cool. I
packs.
meant $2, you know.
Yeah, of course. It's very neat.
But
I like
cool
it.
stuff. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. Here's one. How in the world people price this kind of stuff for $5?
Oh no, you're killing me now. You know that, right?
Wow.
You know I love House of Secrets.
Right. I mean,
Oh, what did you pay for that?
$5 and it was 20% off, so like $4.
Huh.
Right, and it's
Did they have
probably
a hardback there?
probably a very fine. Well, it's got a crease there. Probably a VG Plus copy.
Right.
I had a rougher copy. It's just an upgrade from what I had.
Well, okay, that issue number is
It is 62.
62. I know it
Somewhere
had to be below
Eclipso
100s.
shows up somewhere around there. I don't think that's not the one.
That particular writing on that House of Secrets is like, I think right at the 59 mark, 1959 mark, or getting close.
Okay.
60 somewhere in there. I think is somewhere right around in there. Because the writing changed as it gets older.
Right.
As you go higher in the rings.
This was, to me, a steal too. $5. What in the world?
Okay.
$5? It's like very fine to near mint. I don't know.
So I got something to show you guys that's gonna make you laugh. So my honey tonight, she was doing some shopping. You ready for this? I thought it was for your crotch, but I mistakenly embarrassed her in the store. And check this out, dudes. You ready for this?
Yeah, what is that?
I do not wear this stuff at all. She bought it because you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what?
Advertisement.
Oh, it's sprayed on deodorant.
Kraken guard.
Kraken card. I like
it.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Look at that. She said, I had to get it for you, baby. I'm sorry, but this was awesome. It had a Kraken on it.
It's funny.
Octopus. I'm like, seriously? And I read the cover. I'm like, does that say what it says? She goes, yep.
Yep, it does too. That's funny.
It doesn't smell like dead shrimp or anything, does it?
Because hopefully it doesn't smell like, half-baked squid.
Yeah.
Right.
Like fish, you'd be in trouble. That's funny, but that made me laugh that she got that for me tonight. And talking about that, because we're getting close to Halloween. You had some stuff to show, right, Jeff?
Yeah, from VV and a couple of things. Yeah.
So from last week, I was talking about this Iron Maiden cover, but also the other inspiration they might have gotten from this book. And that was this one I was showing. Oh, I like that Betty Page one.
Yeah, Betty Page is great.
That's the Dave Stevens one.
Yep.
So this one here, Iron Maiden homage, but also what it reminded me of while he's holding the ice cream cone, I have the other cover too. And this was from House of Secrets.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what I thought of right away.
Yep. So I instantly thought Iron Maiden Killers.
Yep. When I seen the Iron Maiden as well. That caught my eye. But
I thought the Disney poison apple more than anything with that ice cream. The poison apple.
The poison apple.
Yeah.
Yep. They're correct on that.
I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's way cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's getting close to October, so I keep watching. I'm watching like lots of horror movies now. Oh
yeah.
Not to get on a rant. So let's get the rant off my chest first. So everybody's seen. Have you seen Barbarian? Have you seen the new Suicide Squad?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
The reason I'm not actually made it through it yet. I've tried like 3 times and fallen asleep every time.
I've heard it was decent, but the reason I have it, I'm kind of a weirdo. I like good girl art, but then won't watch rated R movies. So that's why.
That's okay. So I've been waiting, and it was close. But here's the thing: there wasn't enough substance to the movie because it was basically, you could have just called it Harlequin. Because I mean, Harlequin had a lot of action scenes. It did make me laugh. There was a lot of moments that made me laugh.
I did like King Shark. I thought King Shark.
I liked the shark. I thought the shark was awesome, and I liked the chick with the rats. She was the other one.
Sylvester Stallone was the voice for the shark.
I know.
Okay.
But like I said, it had a lot of like comedy moments, but there was no substance to the movie. Like, what was I watching? I was watching something about them going back to an old bunker of Germans that created a secret weapon or had this alien entity that was controlling all these people like zombies.
Starro.
The Starro thing. Yeah. It's not. I get it, but it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Again, DC let me down again, but I did go in it with low expectations. I've learned my lesson. Go into the movie with low expectation. My wife was so disappointed. She liked the other one better, and I didn't care for the first one.
I like the first one better too, but I like the extended version.
Yeah.
If you watch the extended version, like you get a little more of the Joker story. And again, I'm a huge Joker fan, but I'm not a huge fan of
Leto.
His portrayal of the Joker.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's probably my least favorite Joker of all time, Jared Leto. Honestly, but
do you think our disappointment with these movies has something to do with there's no moments when we watch these characters where we're brought back to a moment where we read a story?
Thank you.
Do you remember when the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out?
Yep.
And I didn't like the green goblin costume. Let's throw that aside.
Yep.
Right.
But when they had William Dafoe actually speak as the Goblin, I'm like thinking to myself, how in the world that sounds exactly like it sounded in my head for the 30 years I've been reading that comic.
It's exactly what I thought of too as well. Exactly.
How did they do that? And it's those moments that to me make a comic book movie excellent, when they can repeat something that anyone that's read the books, like they just nailed those moments. It doesn't have to be the exact storyline.
Yep.
Right.
But and to me, what's void in those DC movies are those moments where we're brought back to moments when we were children and we read these stories, and the personality of that character, or just the way their voice sounds, or just something. It's strange because when I read a comic book, I mean, my mind paints for me pictures of the smells and the sights and the sounds
and the sound. Exactly. You get involved with the book.
Well, and again, I think that's one of the biggest problem with Leto as the Joker is that, like, almost any other Joker, I don't care if you go back to even like, the original Batman, TV series.
Right.
I mean, honestly, like even what was his name? Romero. No, I mean,
Romero.
Yeah.
Romero. Yeah.
Like wasn't Cesar Romero, I think it was. But I mean, even his portrayal of the Joker was great.
It's Golden Age Joker. It's this stuff. Campy stuff.
Yeah. Right. Again, even back then in the comics, like the Joker he wasn't nearly as maniacal and as crazy as he has become in current times. And honestly, like I didn't think Leto he just didn't. There was not enough writing in there in that story. There really wasn't enough substance given to that character in those movies. Whereas, honestly, I felt like Heath Ledger and of course Nicholson could do no wrong.
Right.
And again, those characters were flushed out fully in those movies.
No, he just looked like powder with hair and then tattoos.
I mean, there's been a million different iterations of the Joker within the comics. And I think he's probably one of my favorite time villains. And I'm not even a big time Batman fan. Strange as that sounds to say.
Right.
But the Joker is.
I'm hoping he does it. Right.
He's one of the ultimate
I'm hoping he does it.
villains.
Do you think he's going to ruin the Morbius? Because that's the next thing for him.
I'm like I said, I am so low expectations.
He does.
As long as he doesn't look like powder with dark hair, it will be okay.
I've seen some of the stuff. I've seen some things of it. I'm really hoping. See, here's the problem, and I'm going to say it again. It's these,
Since we're talking about
big movie companies like Fox. Go ahead, buddy. What are you going to say, Jeff?
No, since we were talking about vampires, if you guys have been reading this run, in issue 25, where Caprice is ending the run, she's actually marrying Dracula, something like that. Like they're trying to destroy the curse of Dracula, and it's a little weird, but I'll give it a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
It's a little weird to me, but okay.
I think the biggest problem with a lot of these movies is the writing is pretty weak, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I mean, that's the biggest problem, I think, is the writing is weak. If the writing is good, then the characters have a shot, the movie has a shot to be good.
So I've been going down this retro alley the last couple of weeks, some older movies and reading books. And I just watched again. It's been a few years. It's been 10 years. I can't believe it's been 10 years already since Predators came out.
Oh yeah.
With what's his name?
Arnold or Arnold.
No, not Arnold.
No.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
No, not that one. Predators.
Predator.
Where they're being hunted. What's his name?
Yeah.
The guy with the dark hair.
Damn it.
Oh, I know that actor's name. Anyway, I just watched that and I actually enjoyed that movie. It also has oh my goodness.
Gamora in it or something?
No. Oh man, I'm brain farting. I can't even think right now. But anyway, we're going down this retro hole, and all of a sudden it's like, so the last couple of weeks, I got really lucky, and I'll give you an example because what you were just showing, Airboy. So instead of ruining my originals, I was getting the reprints, and I've been actually going down this huge like 50s, 60s, and buying these kind of books so I can read them and then have my grandsons, when my grandsons come over, they want to hear horror stories. So I've been getting stuff like this.
Yeah.
And this. And these are reprints, but these make great reads, especially to my grandkids and my granddaughter. But these have some great stories in them, you guys.
They do.
And here's some of the other reprints.
I just saw those on some original ones.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix of both, which is cool.
Right.
These are great reads. So I've been reading these and I'm loving it. And there's a lot of reading in these, but it's great stories. I picked up a Phantom Stranger the other day.
Oh, there you go. Classic.
Love Phantom Stranger. Some DC Ghosts. And I got this Weird Mysteries.
Yeah, it's a classic too.
And Phantom Strangers. Again.
Yep.
So, but yeah. So, and then I've been, the honey. I better shout out my queen. She brought these out for me to show. She wanted to show you. Because I was watching Creep Show the other day and I was reading Creep Show and I watched that terrible. You know what? The second one isn't bad. You know what's bad about the second Creep Show? It's the animation. The Crypt Keeper doesn't look like the Crypt Keeper. He's somebody else.
Yeah.
They used all Stephen King, but the stories, bad acting, but the stories are actually decent.
No, the stories were really good. I mean, some of the acting was campy on purpose.
It was. Here's that.
Yeah, the Creep dude. Yeah, I got to show you. I picked up a new NECA figure.
And now,
I have both of those, but I picked up the new NECA Creep.
Oh, and by the way, yes, can you show those? Because
I will. Hold on. Let me give me a few minutes. Awesome. I also picked up the newest NECA Frankenstein black and white dude.
I seen it.
Hey, check this one out.
Dude, that one's dope.
Oh
yeah, the Skeletor. There you go. On the Panther.
On the cat? Is he on a cat?
Yeah, he's on his
on the cat. My kids got me that.
Panthero, right?
Hey, look
right.
Shut up. Big shout out. Wink 83 is in here. Buddy, what is up?
What's up?
What up,
How
Ian?
are you?
Good.
Excellent. How have you been?
Good. Oh man, I went to my local Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Sign.
There you go. Got a nice sign too.
That's excellent.
Yep. The guy who did his he was friends of the late great he was friends with I can't think his name. Was with Jim
Henson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy, I can't think of his name. He was like one of the people who do the work with all
The
the
sculptures?
Yeah.
The sculpture work?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And-
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Uh, oh, I can't. Oh yeah, because and my boss is gonna so he was cleaning after one house and he found 7 boxes full of old comic books, and he was running them if I want them.
Want
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Well, do you want them?
Yeah.
If they're horror books and something you like, heck yeah, go get them.
No,
Right.
No big case. And them are the comic books actually from the late
Yeah.
fi-
Don't,
Oh.
You don't need. Yeah, go back and yeah. If you give a good, ask him what he wants for him.
free.
Yeah, if you don't want them, I'll take them.
Take them. I'll take them.
Right.
No, there's no
the
questions
50s.
there. Yeah.
Oh wow, oh man! And I look what I found. Oh, right at the one sell.
Nice.
Oh
buddy.
wow.
Very nice. Killing Joke.
Yep,
Mhm.
like
The book?
cover.
Did you like it?
They're okay.
Yeah, that's still better than the damn movie.
Yeah.
Movie was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and I can't. Oh yeah, because and I got myself well because I went to my local shop
Sure.
and I got one of them long boxes.
Long box. Yep.
Yep, full of all my books.
So, Ink, what are you getting more of? You getting more of pops or more of a comics? Have you kind of like gone back and forth?
Yep.
Yeah, come back and forth because I know you've been collecting for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do pops. If I do pops, it's gonna be like popcorn.
See, I'm bad at that. I bought my honey one giant Thanos pop.
Yep.
My living room wall from one side to the next is full of pops now. What?
Yeah, but it's both of you guys pops though.
no,
It's not
that's
just
mostly
hers.
hers, buddy.
Okay, nice.
I hope
That's
contribute to
pretty
that, brother.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because and they have at the one town that is like right close to my town, they have a superhero place where the one guy, his collection. I'm not even joking around. His collection is sick. I mean, he got because he have about because he have a whole shelf from to the door and to the back, nothing but books.
Well,
Like one.
so what are you getting mostly into now, Ink? What are you getting into? What are you really liking? It's midnight. The bells chime at midnight.
Well, Miss, no, I kind of like to read all the stuff actually from the past. Books.
Packed?
No, I'm talking about from the long time ago books.
Okay, you're talking about Golden Age or you're talking about Silver Age?
Back in the
40s, 50s? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like in the
I got you.
80s.
Yep, 80s. Okay, gotcha. Deuce, you have that? Can you show that?
Yeah, I was working on that actually.
Cool.
One moment.
Yep, because that was pretty awesome.
Robert, that horror movie, Malignant. That's what it is.
Oh, Malignant! Look at
Yeah,
this. I need to get one of those.
Nice.
Yeah, you do.
That is awesome, Deuce. What was that? $20, $25?
Yeah, about 25.
I'll give you 15. I'm kidding, dude.
But Deuce can
Where'd
probably
you
find
find
you
it?
one out that way, anyways.
What's that, buddy?
I said Deuce is probably gonna find you one easier out that way instead of you
Where'd
trying
you get it
to.
at?
Probably. I found that at the old Target, my friend.
Target?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on, I got another cool one too. Hold on a second. I'll show you.
Yeah, that
Oh
Boris
yeah.
Karloff
I
inside.
forgot.
Cool.
Target carries the necklace. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Look at the board. Oh my goodness. The boxes are immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. The one in the one in the middle is the best one.
Yeah, it looks like they look like grandpa's faces.
On top, it doesn't look like him on the right and
Yeah.
left, but that looks like Boris Karloff for sure.
Yeah.
That's friggin' awesome, brother.
Right? Yeah, these are pretty ridiculously cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look what Barbarian's doing to me. He's killing me right now.
Yeah.
Plug, man.
That's Bronze Age love there.
Yep.
Bronze Plug, yeah.
All those horror ones like
Yeah.
that, I just gravitate towards. I hate
They're
it.
still affordable too, you know?
Yeah, they are. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, I took this bad boy out of the box too. Of course, I had to kind of take this up.
Me and Captain America.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Ink, what do you got? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. The Captain America? Yep. Very cool. And then back to you, Deuce. What were you showing?
Nice. So I had to take that sucker out of the box.
Yeah. I have 2 of those below my TV from you.
Yep. The Cthulhu Krypton.
Yep.
The main reason he got you 2 so you could take one out of the box and keep one in the box.
Well, there was a glow, there was a glow and a non-glow.
Ah, look at this. Barbarian's gonna hit my strings now.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yep, that's a great one.
Right. So that's a 4. What is it? 4-0, 4-8?
6.
6-0. 6-0.
Right.
That's is that 52 or 40s? 40s or
51.
1951.
November 51. LB Cole. Yep. That's to me what did I ever tell you the story about my Mask 1 that I had?
No.
Did I ever tell you that? Okay, so 4 years ago, when I got into this again, I ran across a Mask 1, that LB Cole cover, classic LB Cole cover. I found one for $400. Okay, $400. Now, if you know anything about that book, that's about a $5,000 book.
Yeah, of course.
And I found it for $400 in DS Comics. You know him or not? I don't know if you've talked to him or not. Yeah. Big Cole deal, and he and I talk all the time. And he offered me, without hardly seeing it, I said, "What do you think the grade is? Complete?" And I said, "I think it's at least a 2." And he offered me a good price for it. I mean, literally like tenfold what I had in it.
Yep.
And now I regret I ever got rid of it, because at the time I thought, well, I'll fuel that ASM run, see, and I did. I fueled that ASM run with it, but now I just I G'd him tonight, and I'm like, I got to get that mask back somehow. So that's my new goal, to get the mask back. But if you can't get the mask, this Blue Bolt 111, to me, I like as much as the Mask one. It's not as rare, but it's just I got to think for the werewolf type thing,
Of course. I know. I remember you telling me that.
Right. So I don't know what that means. What does that mean if I like werewolves? I don't know what that means. My part animal or something. I don't know what that means.
We're all animals. Technically, we're all animals. Well, regardless.
Right, but we're not all predators. So I don't
know. See, he likes to be. You just like to be beastly at midnight at the moon shines.
So. Right.
I love it.
Right.
What is that book running now? That weird one now.
That one there.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. Blue Bolt 111. I mean, to me, it's priceless. I don't know what it's at. I suspect it's probably at a 6.0. You're probably talking $2,000 at least.
Yeah. Did you look it up?
I don't know. I mean, but I'm just throwing that out there. I have no idea.
Yeah. Did you read it yet? Did you read that book?
What I do is when I have books like that, I actually got that and it was already graded. What I do is I find a repo copy.
Yep.
Off Amazon. You know, a lot of these books you can
do that too. Yep.
And then I'll read it, and then I can read it over and over. And I always do that. I'm just like you, Robert. I want to know. And to be completely honest, sometimes the art in the contents is better than even the cover.
Exactly.
You know, on a lot of books. I got rid of I sold DS a Super Mystery Comics. It was a rare Super Mystery Comics. The interior was even better than the cover. You know, but the problem is obviously with this hobby of ours. Some of those books are fragile, and so slabbing them. I mean, how often can you thumb through it? You know, I mean, you're careful. Like typically, what I do, like with my Silver Surfer 4. Did you get one? By the way, you were looking for a Silver Surfer 4.
Still waiting.
I'll keep looking around, but I mean that book. It's unfortunate it's gone up. But with my Silver Surfer 4, I got a 7.0. I read the thing. You know, it's an awesome story.
Yeah,
it's him and Loki. Loki tricks Silver Surfer into thinking Thor's an enemy. Exactly. Is the basis of it. Even though it's an awesome story, but it's one of the best covers ever. But yeah, I do that. I'll read it if I slab something just to preserve it. I'll make sure I read it first, typically, unless of course, you know, in that case, that Blue Bolt was already slabbed. So, yeah, it is what it is. But boy, it's good. Yeah, but then again, you become a cover whore too. You know, it's got to have a good cover. Got to have a dark. You know,
Jeff.
So
Jeff got me. Jeff found this site for me. All these classic pre-Golden Age.
Oh yeah,
this is one of my
Robert site.
The one I'm wearing. This is a Grail book of mine that I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's a great.
I'll send you the site too.
Right.
I'm still trying to find.
Me too, bro.
All right, I got you.
Still trying to find that book, but
there's a bunch of those type of shirts on there. I even want some. It was like,
I chased a lot of the homage cover stuff too. Like,
I think my Canadian brother just showed up. Hold on, you guys. We haven't seen him in a long time. Gene.
What's up, man?
Hey.
How's it going?
How are you? So
good,
nice
man.
to see you.
Yeah, you too, man.
Man, it's been a while. It's been as long as Airboy.
Yeah. It's about I don't know, maybe 2 years since I made my last video, really.
Yeah. Well, you're on a couple auctions, I think, too, though, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was on a couple auctions, and the last videos I made, that's when I was selling off my collection. So I was doing auctions then, and yeah, I mean,
how you been? How are things? What have you been up to? What have you been doing now?
Things are good. Just picking up collections. You know, like you were talking earlier about selling books. You know, it being difficult, and when you sell off your entire collection, it's kind of a rabbit hole. It's like now everything has a price tag, and it's just it doesn't mean I don't love it any less. It's just it's hard. It's if I was to start collecting again, it was like, you know, I would have regret then about what I sold. You know what I'm saying? Like I would regret. I'd miss my Hulk 181. I'd miss my Black Panther and first Silver Surfer and things like that. I'd miss all those books, but where I'm not collecting, I don't miss them. There's no regret then. You know. Now, if I had held out for maybe even just one more year, I could have probably easily doubled my money. But
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, of course. It always happens like that.
But other than that, I've been just working on my pressing and cleaning comics and picking up collections.
Pressing and cleaning now?
Oh yeah, I've been doing that for about 4 years. And
how's that going?
Good. Business is good.
Good. Excellent.
And then I've just been picking up collections. Like we just picked up me and my associate. We just picked up a collection of like over 7,000 books for $1,000. And
what were in the 7,000 books?
Yeah.
What was the cool things in the 7,000 books? I'm curious.
There was a ton of really nice variants, but I mean, there was let me see. There was like full run of the Eternals.
Oh,
Right.
See, that's one of my. I like the Internals. People don't like the Internals. I like the Internals.
I think probably the
everybody's freaking out about the movie. I'm like, give the movie a chance. I'm just like,
I think probably the hottest book that I pulled out of it was probably first Miles Morales was in there. That was nice to find.
First Miles Morales?
Yeah. So Ultimate Fallout 4. Yeah, it's pretty good shape. Ultimate Fallout 4. So I mean, when it works out, it cost me 7 cents. So I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. So
you're always a nerd when it came to math. I remember that. You're awesome.
Yeah, I do miss collecting, and like I still pick up.
But that one book's gonna pay for the whole collection.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That one book.
Oh well, some of the variants I got there are just great. You know, like the M&M variant was in there. What the Age of Ultron issue number 10 Angela variant and the Mark Brooks variant Polybag was in there.
You say Mark Jewelers?
No, Polybagged.
Mark Brooks.
Mark Brooks.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
But yeah, there's a ton of stuff here. I mean, so I was able to pick out probably other than that, something that took my interest was that I ended up keeping for myself, which is limited.
That's what I want to know. What did you keep?
1975 Nightmare Winter Special from Skywalker Publishing.
I have this book. Yeah, I have this book. That's awesome.
Really nice shape too, right? So
and I have I think I have actually a 1942 cover of that book.
And then I picked
a magazine of that, of the same one.
I kept this because I wanted to read it. Was the Marvel Apes full run?
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's
that was cool.
Yeah, just for fun. Well, this last one's great because he's holding a banana, kind of kind of cover. And then picking up new stuff, maybe, I still pick up new stuff, new Trailer Park Boys.
Yep.
One shot I picked up. But other than that, even that's probably be temporary. Like I was reading Stray Dogs, and once I saw that spike up, I was like, yeah, I'll get rid of it. It's great.
Right.
It was going back to what Airboy said. Everything, unless it's kind of uncommon and more rare golden age. Everything's everything's obtainable. Yeah, everything's obtainable.
Can I give you a do you read poetry, Robert? Do you read poetry? Alfred Lord Tennyson, right?
Okay, I knew who that
Alfred
is.
Lord Tennyson, and you've heard this before. He lost a 22-year-old friend, died of a brain hemorrhage, and he wrote the poem in memoriam. He says, "Better to have loved and lost than never to have loved before."
Ooh,
that's a really neat principle because life is a lot about loss, right?
It is,
and it's better to have loved something and lost it than never to have loved before. And I apply that to today. I saw an FF-52. I got rid of my Black Panther. I had a fine copy of a first Black Panther, and I had to sacrifice it to be able to send my kids on a student like trip or whatever, right?
Sure.
I sold it.
Sure.
But my philosophy was it was better to have had it and then I lost it. I got a fair price for it than never to have had it before. Because if you think about what happened this last year, a lot of us remember books that we dumped, 2, 3, 4 years ago. If you sold books and you're like, why did I get rid of it back then? But at the same time, it was better to have had it. And especially like he was saying, if you can possibly get it again, because it's not like it's rare. It's just expensive. It's
exactly.
Money.
That's all it is. Yep.
Right. So I don't know. I apply that philosophy. It's better to have had it, just like Tennyson, better to have loved and lost it than never to have loved it before. It's better to have had it and then lost it because you might be able to get it back. And there's something else around the corner, man.
And there's the other beauty thing of it too is that it's not as if I'm going to forget that I owned it or read it or, had the joy of hunting it down or anything like that. Not to mention too, I also have the convenience of I can just go look at my 150 videos of all the books that I had. And I'm like, yes, I had that. Yeah, that was good. Cool. I remember the joy of the hunts and stuff like that. And that doesn't go anywhere. And the the information I've gathered over the years, learning about comics and artists and creators, and meeting creators, interviewing creators. None of that goes. I didn't sell that. You know what I mean? I'll sold with paper.
It's kind of like I make I don't know if you ever make your own mead or your own like wine.
Oh,
right?
Mead is my favorite.
When you consume something, right? Well, when you consume something that is really special, it's gone after you've consumed it.
Yep.
But the joy is in consuming it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just in the coveting of it, right?
Sure.
I mean, it's a religious thing too. It's not just in the having and holding it. And to be honest, if you can't share it with someone else, I don't get it. I want to be able to share that. Hey, this is cool, man. You know,
right.
And that's part of it. You consume the comic book, you consume the experience, and that wraps around it. In the end, it's just a piece of paper, but it's just philosophical things that helps the guy let go to experience more, just like in life, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
you know what? I like that philosophy. That's actually pretty good.
But there's still, I still have the memories of, having
slight regrets.
Well, there's slight regrets. As far as being a comic collector goes, I mean, it felt pretty powerful having all the keys that I wanted and all the books that I wanted to read or look at whatever I wanted to do. And I remember the hunts were like very favorable, in along my way. I remember picking up a giant size X-Men #1 locally at a yard sale for like 50 cents.
Sure.
Or a subscriber.
See, I guess the thing is now what I'm really enjoying, I think, is my grandsons and my granddaughter. And my granddaughter she's still young yet. But I put these little collections together for my grandsons. And one likes Captain America, one likes Spider-Man. And so I get them some of the stuff that's kind of age appropriate. And kind of stay away from the adult content until they're a little older.
You know, the older they're getting, they're gonna go, "Hey, Grandpa, what'd you get?"
They've already done that once. They went through a couple of my boxes. That's pretty cool, Wink. Very, very cool. Like that. They already gone through one of my boxes, and they were like, "Grandpa, why do these all have octopus covers on it? We noticed they all have octopus covers." That's how you
label the box so they don't go into the box.
And put it up high. Yeah. But so I've been having fun as a grandfather and kind of that whole role again. And my kids are like, Dad is just a super nerd. He likes Star Trek. They hated Star Trek. Both of my kids hate Star Trek because I used to bring them to the cons. And I put them in pointy ears and try to get them to like it. They hated it. But it was something Dad liked. But they do have some good memories there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But my best memories is going to that con and getting that evil Ernie, not eating nothing and drinking a damn energy drink and booking it from one end to the other con because I saw a Bimpy one at the other end. I'm booking it back and forth. And asking Steve and Hialeah which one should I get?
Oh, I bet you did. Yeah.
What's fun to me is to get a lot of the homage covers because again, like for me, I just love like the nostalgia of those.
That's my issue too, and that's where I've been like this last 3 months. I've got a lot of pre-orders in. I've done a lot of new books. I've been reading some new material because every once in a while I kind of like get off all the new books and keep collecting the old stuff and just reading it, putting it away, reading it, putting it away. I'm like, okay, what am I putting in? Why do I keep building up this collection for? I enjoy it, but it's like, you know how much money you spend on the newer stuff? It's ridiculous. All these new covers. And I'm like, that reminds me of something. Just like I showed you when I was showing you this cover. That's the reason why I bought that. That was a $20 book.
Right.
This was, and here's the other one. Where is it here?
Because it's an homage cover.
Yeah, like this cover. I mean, I seen Iron Maiden as well, just like Deuce did.
Yep.
But the other thing that came to mind was a memory of
a little bit of
ice cream cone.
Yep.
And it reminded me of this.
Mm-hmm.
House of Secrets,
House of
issue
Secrets,
123. It's exactly what it reminded me of.
Right.
And so that's the reason why I bought it. Nostalgia.
Well, to go back to, there's a popular, I think I forget what issue it is, maybe 178, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And it's that's Iron Maiden took that concept and applied it to the Number of the Beast album.
Yep, they did, Eddie. Yeah.
And then you had Crystar number 8, which had Michael Golden's skull on the bottom of it, and that's ended up being the skull that Danzig started using for Sam Hain and Danzig. So I love when bands do that. You get the kind of feeding off one another.
Big time. You get it's a good memory you remember from something when you were younger or something you read previously.
Yeah.
And then another nostalgia, another $20 book. All right. And I have the Now comics, and one of my classic comedy horror movies was Fright Night.
Yeah, dude. That's a good one.
It had Doll on it, this cover here. But here's the cool thing. The new one that just came out, $20 book. And I only bought one. Fright Night cover.
Yeah, that's
nice.
The Ice Cream Man. And that's the only reason why I got that book. I didn't even read it.
The damn ice cream man have so many damn covers though. And then
like Stray Dogs.
That's what I enjoyed about the Stray Dog stuff, man.
The horror homage.
The horror cover is awesome.
I was trying to track down the Blair Witch Project one. I was trying to get that one so bad.
I only got I wanted the Crow cover, the Thing cover, and there was the 28 Days Later cover.
And then the Dracula cover too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting like the Silence of the Lambs one.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery. There was a couple of
Pet Cemetery.
What was it? Oh yeah, that was a Pet Cemetery one too. Yeah.
I got.
Do you think one of the things that about the homage covers, the modern homage covers, that bothers me just a teeny bit, and I stay away from them. I like them, but I stay away from them, is because some of these artists are able to use a computer to transpose their art.
Yes, that bugs me too. I'll be honest.
Some of the labor is taken out of it, so you literally down to the millimeter can get. Let's say you take a poster of any of those horror movies.
Yep.
Down to the millimeter, they can get basically a layout. Not that they're copying it.
It becomes more of a graphic design issue than anything.
Right. And so because of that, because it's not just coming out of the brain, the human brain.
It's not creativity. Exactly.
Right. And so I stay away from those things a little bit, and I know almost all artists now use a computer, and that's not what I'm saying. So what I'm attracted to in the modern stuff is something that is completely original, because I don't know how much they're just basically almost like taking a carbon copy outline of things and then changing it and then calling it an homage cover. And we've seen artists that were really renowned get caught up in that.
Yep. And
so it scared me away from those variants. And of course they're expensive too,
Yeah, they are. They are.
But totally. I don't know. I'm not trying to talk them down. I don't.
Dude. I get where you're coming from for sure.
Yeah, we all agree with you. We all agree.
But if I see one more homage of Todd McFarlane's Amazing Spider-Man 300, I mean, I just throw up.
Spider-Man 300. What about his Batman one? Or his Batman one, his Batman covers.
Have you guys seen the recent Miles Morales issue 30? What it looks like?
Sneakers.
It's got the 300 symbol, but it's all in 30s behind it, and it looks like the Amazing Spider-Man 300.
I mean,
and then the
original
sneakers.
No.
Yeah, independent books like Ant and things like that. They've all done that,
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
McFarlane has done that.
And it's nice.
Cover.
It's good to talk about it because a lot of newer collectors that have watched this show have actually talked to me and asked me about stuff like this. So I'm glad you guys are talking about it.
Lady Death does it especially bad. Lady Death has almost every.
Now, there is an appreciation to it. There's definitely an artistry to it, and yes, there's a set of we can say like, oh well, that's got to be easier to do that than it is to sit down, pen and paper, pencil and ink it and draw it out and do it that way. But it's still a hell of a process to create these covers and do them well.
Yep.
You know, it's just not mix and match, right?
Exactly, and that's why I always gravitate to the older stuff almost all the time because of that reason.
There was a G.I. Joe one recently, a G.I. Joe, which was an homage to Misfits album, Legacy of Brutality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, nice.
I seen that.
Yeah, same font and everything. I love it.
What is that one, Ink? Oh, what are you looking at, buddy? Oh, look at this. There you go, buddy.
Okay, that's for the movie Audition.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Japanese horror film Audition.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this here. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's why you collect Gold Age.
Yep.
This guy inked the colors he did himself too. All of it was done before they did anything. It just completely come out of his brain. Every single line, every single color. They didn't hire someone to come fill in the colors. It was just like basically a piece of art, and then okay, let's throw it on a comic book, right?
Yeah, just like this one.
Right. Well, I mean, they don't even. There's no like when you open this book up, there's no inked by. It's just LB Cole.
Yep.
You know, it's just and to me that's why I appreciate the Gold Age. It's the same with this. I mean, Sean, he's just doing all this himself.
Schonberg is awesome.
Well, one of the trades that I think have been lost in comic books for sure is the letterer. The lettering, you know, that's
right.
Days gone by now. Like, you know, Artie Simic and things, and you know, people who built Marvel, for example, who don't get their proper dues.
Yeah, dude, the letterers don't get enough credit, man. It's like absolutely. Everybody else, all the artists, like Stan and all them get credit, but the
the irony though of the artist who's doing the credits not getting the credit, you know, it's just
Carlito, my brother, how are you? Nice to see you, buddy.
Yep. It makes me laugh. It's like the letterer's not getting no credit.
Right there.
like the guy that lettered this.
Yep.
I mean, Steranko did that.
Yep.
Right? I mean, he came up with that. I mean, it's iconic. I mean, let alone the cover, obviously. But
beautiful.
Isn't that an awesome book? I've cannibalized my X-Men books except for this one.
There you go. Well, you picked a good one.
So
I'll have to be honest.
Did you hear what Disney's going to do with the X-Men?
I have no idea.
Did you hear that Disney is now talking about getting rid of men in the X-Men books?
Ooh, is that a Claremont?
Really? Is it the
political
reason behind
is that
it?
Signed by Claremont?
No, like I mean, yes,
recently, some representative from Disney is talking about
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee. Oh, very nice.
It's a Jim Lee cover, anyways. Originally,
nice.
Signed by Jim Lee. Silvestri was always my favorite late 80s, early 90s artist.
Everybody, Deuce, say that again now about the X-Men.
X-Men, they're talking about taking the men out of X-Men. They're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna call it, X people or X something.
Yeah.
But somebody from
You've
Disney.
Got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. So recently, Disney just put out something saying that they thought that the name was outdated and that it was not inclusive enough, and that they were going to change it. They were going to change it to something else, and they weren't sure quite yet what they were going to change it to.
Yeah.
They'll probably change it to like X Mutant or something, just X, something simple, you know?
Or X Team.
You know, I was like, so what are they? X people? Oh, no, wait, people's not inclusive enough. What are they going to call it?
Marvel as a company has been pandering in that regard for years.
Well, it's more Disney than Marvel, man. Marvel don't got no real power. It's the mouse that has the money. So,
right. But I mean, they've been coming up with these books, and they pander to a certain. I'm not trying to offend anyone or anything.
Nope.
But they're pandering to a certain political correctness,
of course,
to be able to appeal to a broader audience.
Yep.
Rather than just leaving what is awesome and just leaving it alone.
Well,
And
that's what's funny
like,
to me is that honestly,
like this book here, for example, they call this a controversial book now because this new studded, sequence character turns out to be a male, not a female.
So it's transgender.
Right. So it's transgender, and she ends up attacking the crowd and stuff like that. So now it became a controversial issue because they were saying, he's insane. So people were saying, oh, well, being transgender is insane type thing.
Wow.
And so for that reason, it became a controversial issue. And I'm just like, that's kind of ridiculous. I think you're reaching.
There you go, Ink. Look at that.
Yeah, I love that issue. That was one that I never got. Always wanted. Oh, that's is that the facsimile?
It's a facsimile, but it's
still
cover.
Still cool. Yeah. That was one I always just overlooked because I'm like, I can't pay, the cash they wanted for it.
Yeah.
I picked this up too.
Put it in the good stuff.
This here, the Incredible Hulk 606. This is the first Immortal She-Hulk. So,
sweet.
Yeah. Little books like that, for fun. But it's nice going through the collection. I found a first Shuri full run of Black Panther, the original run.
Oh, nice.
There's a couple of Silver Age stuff, and there's some early Fantastic Four and things like that. But nothing crazy. They had an FF29. It happened on Yancey Street issue, and got some good finds. They're interesting books. I found one of the. I was going through some of the books as well. There was some adventure books. Okay, so I just watched Dr. Sleep. It was on Netflix. They just released
Excellent.
it.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
Oh, I thought it was pretty cool. It was different.
Not bad.
It showed enough respect to the first one.
Kubrick.
Right?
Kubrick.
But like they gave certain nods, which some people were like, "Oh, that was cheesy" or whatever. But don't take away from the fact that they did it well. They didn't.
Yes, they did.
See, I watched Child's Play, and that was supposed to be a reboot, and that was fucking terrible. But anyway, I'm going through this book. It's adventure comics, not from DC either. It's like adventure comics, its own brand. You know what I'm talking about? It's like fantasy based, right? So, anyway, so I'm looking at the creditors, like the people who worked on it, and the person who inked the book was Jack Torrance, and I was like, no way. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's all work and no play. It makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah, exactly, right? I was like, what are the coincidences of that?
And that one.
Nice.
Oh, some Chester Gould.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I always wanted to just the one Dick Tracy with flat top on it. That's it. I only wanted one. Flat top was always my favorite character. It's still one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. I don't care. I grew
Madonna.
up with
that day. I grew up with it too. Madonna. That's all I remember. Madonna and
But Al Pacino is he was great in that movie, and they were all good. I thought.
So, Airboy, how much have you expanded on your Golden Age collection now? How much has it built up?
Well, like I said, I've just focused. If I buy anything to keep, it's been gold. I picked this up a while back. I think I posted on IG, but people haven't seen it. It's fairly rare.
Oh, I know this one.
Out of This World, yeah.
Awesome.
And it's pretty high grade.
Yep, it is.
So what is that? Is that 52? What is that year?
This one's 50.
Oh,
so they printed it twice.
Yep.
So this is the first time they had printed it, and then I think a year or two later they printed it again. And then it's not number one; it's just like a no number issue. Pick that up. And then I'm always upgrading. I upgraded this copy. I actually sold my old copy today.
Oh, guess what? You just brought some love to me here because I'm waiting. I'm this close. Issue 100 to 110. That's 101, 102, Verse Morbius, all that. And they're like in that kind of grade right there. I'm almost done getting that. Almost.
Well,
so
I finished my vampire run before.
I love the issue 100. Look at that cover.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
A cover of 100 is beautiful.
Well, that's a good book. 101's good. 102 is good too. The purple on that, I love that. I love when they were doing the 10th anniversary borders, the square, in the boxes.
Right. Did you know with 101?
Ooh.
Or 102?
Yeah, they spelled Morbius wrong on it.
Right,
Yes.
right. You know, and I picked that up as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Morbius. Yeah.
Morbus. Yep. Yep. They spelled it wrong. Yep.
And to be honest, this is the better issue, not the better cover.
Yeah.
But it gives the whole origin story. And way underrated to me.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those square, the ones with the boxes in it, those are the 10th anniversary of Marvel books. All for that year. That's when you find those.
Okay. Right. Now, if you saw this one, I got to think we're black covers. I had never seen this. Wasn't even familiar with it. But...
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
What does it say in the notes? Any notes on that?
You mean on the
favorite 4? Yeah. Any notes on the grade? Yeah. What does it say?
It says cream to off white.
Artists.
The artist is it's Rudy Palace cover art, Nina Albright and George Gregg art. Last appearance of the Unknown Soldier. I just thought it was a cool cover, and
it is a cool
I
cover.
found
What's
it raw. And the date is 1945, November 45. So nice. I always like those, you kind of got the Madonna type pose with the girl.
Sure.
Where she's being carried. I don't know. I got something like if you notice a lot of those things, and they probably think I'm not politically correct, evidently. But just the damsel in distress stuff, I just like that stuff.
You mean like this one? The only 2 golden ages I got, really.
Oh, the shock and suspense is nice. Is that a Johnny Craig or?
That is a
Al
Wood, I think, or no, actually Williamson? No. Looks like a K or a R. I'm not sure. It's a. No, hold on. Let me look at it real quick. Is it a? Yeah, the initials, or it's K-A. It looks like a K. It doesn't look like R. K-A-M-E-N.
Oh, probably what was his name? Kurtz.
Kurtz. Yeah. But it's because it's a Frazetta. It's a Frazetta interior here. Frazetta did the only. It's on only EC comic that he did the interior, and I had his granddaughter hold it and take a picture with it. So that's really neat.
I love this cover.
Oh, the wings is nice. Yeah.
Barbarian.
I've always liked covers like that, but I'm like, dude, they're too expensive.
Well, you gotta. I try to be patient, Like this is a $500 or $600 book, but I didn't get it until I found it for $150. So it mattered of being patient.
Okay. So I got to learn to be patient.
Well, I mean, and of course I'm focused. That's just so good.
Nice.
It's a low grade, but it's just such a good cover.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
And then what started me on this whole kick is getting into the pulp covers, which are very affordable, $30-$35, with the same type of artwork.
You know how many pulps I have? I have like 4.5 boxes full of them.
Right.
Man, you go, like I said, you meet our guy at our con, Tom, and freaking Jack.
And the one pulp I'm looking for, you guys, that I haven't found a decent copy yet. I think I've got it in some pictures. No, where is it? Oh, blasted me. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. I know I got it. I've gotten close. Where are we here?
So are you only doing the horror ones, or you do like the Wild West ones as well, or the combat ones, or are you just doing everything?
I've done combat. I like the combat ones. I like the war ones. And I big horror, all things like pre-code horror.
Yeah,
for sure. I've always been there.
You have got me more into
Planet
you have any Planet Stories pulps?
Yes.
Planet Stories pulps.
Let me show you.
Do you have the Black Amazon on Mars one?
Which one?
She's dressed in black.
Oh, this is not showing up right.
What?
Can't show it.
Oh no, yeah, it's just, no, it's not weird science. It's what is it? It's I know it's science something that.
One was weird science. That was actually a golden.
That's what it was.
I picked the wrong one up there.
Yeah. Well, no, I had to go to bed.
All right. Wink. Good night. Hold
Good
on,
night.
buddy. Hold on. Do you have anything coming up? Anything you're doing?
Well, well, man, because when I hit my like my 1K, I'll be doing a get.
Where are you at now, though? Where are you at now? Wait.
I think I'm 9. Hang on, let me look.
9 something. Congratulations.
No, I think I'm on 925. I think.
Congratulations, brother.
Peace out.
Peace out. Good night. Thank you for being here. Anytime you want to come back
See you
on.
later.
Okay.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
No, I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh.
It was cool to see him.
So I got ideas from
check
Sean
this
and them.
out. Check this out, Gene and Airboy. This is pretty cool. Now,
Yeah.
remember, she's like you can see a little bit of a craft, so she's working on it. This is go ahead.
This is Sarah Frazetta, so it's Frank Frazetta's granddaughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That did that. So he's getting a nice one of a kind piece, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna go into a red frame, like Sean and them were talking. I thought about it. Yeah, a red frame would be nice, like a red frame, like her outfit. So that's gonna end up in the red.
Framed.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's gonna get framed. I just gotta. It's not
red.
gonna.
You should get a red frame and then have like a little pinstripe of gold just go around.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too, because she has the gauntlets and stuff like that on her arm, so it's like the gold, and the bat on her outfit's gold too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Do you collect old Vampirellas?
Yep, I got the whole collection.
Old.
You got the whole collection.
There's a lawyer in town just 9 miles away from me, and he's actually the son of Dick Piscopo.
Ooh.
Dick Piscopo did a lot of the Vampirella art, early Vampirella art, like issue 2 and on up. Yeah. But I have been trying for a long time.
It's a couple of Spanish artists too, but the well-known ones are it's the Spanish artists are more well-known, and Ken Kelly and Frank and all them. But yeah, I know who you're talking about too. So,
but this guy's got. I mean, I know that he's got a ton of original stuff, and
I'm curious.
His son, I've worked with before, so I've been trying to kind of, I don't want to say pry stuff out, but just kind of be real friendly, just in case he ever wants to part with some of that.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the book here.
My thing is, I really want to find out where the original Frazetta Vampy is, because his granddaughter doesn't even know where it's at.
Wow. Yeah, I couldn't imagine what that'd be worth.
Yeah, I would like to see where that original ended up.
So this is the book I'm on the hunt for. This is a pulp.
Hey, Robert, send me a picture of that, and then I can send it to Tom and see if he has it in his thing, in his pulp box.
That's the one I've been looking for.
Just send me that. Yeah, send me that picture so I can send it to whenever we see Tom again. I can ask him.
That's on one of my grail lists.
One of his many.
H.P. Lovecraft. That's an H.P. Lovecraft story. They're very hard to find. This one is extremely hard to find, and I've been trying to find that.
I think I might be grabbing Swamp Thing 1, the first Aaron Holland as Swamp Thing.
How about you?
that may be the next one.
What are you getting attracted to now more of? Now that you're cutting back like I am. Deuce?
I think you walked away for a second.
Kind of going after. I'm actually going after like old Swamp Thing stuff, old Bernie Wrightson art. Those are kind of the stuff I'm chasing, honestly.
Oh, I got something cool, Bernie Wrightson, to show you then.
Yeah, I've got some old like reissue Bernie Wrightson stuff, and I've got some original first time Batman and Swamp Thing meet. Some old cool DC stuff like that. But I mean, I just dig this Swampy lately. That's what I've been kind of looking for.
I always liked Swamp Thing. It's just that I wanted to collect all of Vampy first before I started anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill in my Hellblazer run too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is I have this hanging in my room, and it's the whole thing too. The Muck Monster.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Bernie Wrightson.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, so that's Erie 68.
There we go.
There you go.
Barbarian.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, man.
Right.
That's cool.
I got 2 copies of this is the raw one, and then I have one that's like a 9.4 of this.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
Really
cool.
high grade. Issue 9 is my favorite of the whole, Wrightsons.
Love
To
that
me, that's
cover.
just incredible.
It pops. The
But-
water and everything.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Everything, yeah. And then the way the trees are in the background,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, it's amazing stuff. And then the story, I mean, the beauty of it is it's just as good as that cover is, the story's better to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just classic.
Arcane's an awesome villain, and
I'm also looking for.
Patchwork Man when he comes along, he's great.
I'm looking for a lot of the old Jack Kirby demon stuff too. That's the other
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
that
is
should be
okay? What's the
awesome.
fascination with the demon stuff? Because I'm noticing it's making a comeback all of a sudden.
I've always been a fan, honestly.
I
of
have
the
too.
demon.
I mean, I've got
So-
most of the runs. I think.
The main
the
reason I
classic.
like it because he rhymes when he changes. That's the main reason I like him.
I think it has to do with the art as well too, because this was really before Kirby was starting to really get really loose with his features and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you look at the interior art and the covers, and they're still very much composed.
Right. But even my buddy Cookie, like recently, just picked up a couple demon copies, and he's
Yes.
just
Well, he picked up Demon 1, his first appearance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's cool.
It's also super affordable. I mean,
Yeah. That's probably why everybody's into it. It's super affordable.
And also too, you get the first Clarion in that book.
Yep.
There's a couple of cool issues for sure.
Well, and Swamp Thing
Mr.
number
Miracle
50 is
stuff is horrible too.
yeah, Swamp Thing 50 is also a cool issue too, because that's the first appearance of the Justice League Dark.
Yeah, that and what was the annual number? What was the annual as well? They were tossing it up as the first appearance of Justice League Dark.
They toss everything up as a first appearance. Like, this the
yeah, it's just like when you talk about annuals are always out of continuity, so people don't give them.
It was that guy's foot in the end of the panel or something like that, and it's his first appearance. But and then the full one, they go, it's a cameo appearance.
Wow.
Yeah, that's always the argument lately too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna call our show here. If anybody wants to say anything about what you're doing anything, this is your time. If you wish.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
You can check out my. I'm not
Anytime.
posting too much on Instagram anymore because I've gotten off the grid. I don't have a cell phone anymore. So, but you can follow my pressing and my work that I do on Polar Pressing on Facebook. There's a page. Check it out. Polar Pressing, comic book cleaning. I only service Newfoundland, which is kind of my thing to it. So, but yeah, you can just follow some of the work that I do, and I enjoy it
on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a thumbs up.
All right, I'll do that. I'll go look at it. I'm not much for Facebook, but I will go and look. How about you, Barbarian?
Yeah, I guess I just have IG page. I'd like to someday post on YouTube. My daughters, they kind of memorialize our whole trip today, and they will next week too. And I might put a little video out of my experience at the first time actually having a booth. And
that's excellent.
That would be something I'd like to do just for people that never have had it but have collections. And then it was eye-opening to me. You know, we all have saved money up to go to a convention to look for things we like.
Yep.
Sure.
But to be able to get rid of things that really you don't really miss, and then use that to fuel the hobby, and the entire experience was even better. It actually solidified. I actually thought that, well, I'm going to sell this stuff, and maybe this might be the end of me collecting because I'm going to get in selling mode. And what instead happened is it reinvigorated me, that stuff that I thought wasn't possible. I mean, how often would you pick up 2 Coles from the golden age within 4 hours of each other and then not have to really spend a dime to do it? So I'm going to maybe put a video on about that. Oh, that's beautiful.
That is cool, man.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Nice.
Right. Yeah.
Continue.
So maybe sometime I'll post a video in the next, it'll be a month before by the time
That'd
I
be
get
really
that.
cool, Barbarian. I'd love to see
But
that.
then maybe just some of my thoughts and
Sure.
you know what to do, and some of the philosophies that I think that you've got to have a philosophy of collecting to be able to acquire. You know, I don't make a lot of money. It's not like I'm sitting here and I'm raising 3 kids and trying to put them through a private school and on a very tight income. But it's all about feeding the pig of the collection and being willing to sacrifice to have other things, and then enjoy it and realize that in the end of the day, we're going to all croak. And, you know, at some point in time, it's going to have to go.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's all
And
it's all
if your
good
family
stuff,
doesn't
right?
have appreciation, right? You know, so you can enjoy it, but the whole experience with your family and an enjoyment, to me, there's a lot of things in this life. They're all, you know, they're all going to, they're wood, hay, and stubble. The ability to enjoy it to me is as important as the acquiring and keeping it. And if you can never get over the keeping it, I think you can enjoy the hobby more for what it is.
A little bit.
You know, the worst thing is to have this massive collection no one knew about, then you croak, and then some guy, you know, hawks it for $100.
I always hear people say too, like, it was like, well, this will be for my family and things like that. But I can 100% attest to the fact that when you go, the last thing they're going to think about is your collection. That's right. They're going, you know, they just lost you. They don't give a shit about your collection.
I have different wills for different grandkids. And
I wanted to have, if I had kept my comics, I would have did. I was going to go out like a Viking pyre, you know, just
right.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna be like White Gloves wants to be in tune with his collection, so that's it.
He's not joking though.
He's not joking.
No, he's not joking at all. All that.
I mean, think about this from this perspective. So I show you guys this, and automatically, what comes to your head? Bernie Wrightson, Swamp Thing, all this history attached to it.
Yeah.
You show this to 99.9% of the human population.
They have no idea.
No idea.
Nope.
Right.
No idea. To them, it's not worth it. And so you can't expect your family, if you have a family member that has gotten into love it, well, great for you. But you can't expect them to have that wealth of investment like you do in it.
Right.
You can't force it on someone. If they develop it, fine. But so that dawned on me that they can't appreciate that kind of stuff, and it's not their fault.
No.
And so at some point in time, you've got to be willing to part with something. And in the meantime, if you pick something else up, there is something to be said about, you can't, it's just in the end, at least if it's a blue chip type thing where maybe someone can recognize, this thing is worth something, you know, go buy my casket with it or something, I guess. But really, you can't take it with you, you know, so, you know, just have a different philosophy of collecting, but that doesn't mean you can't have the stuff for a while. Enjoy it. Enjoy it is the main thing, I think. But
No, I agree.
I agree, Barbarian.
Well, and like I said, like we've been saying too, it's just stuff, right? I mean, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So thank you for letting me come on.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sandy, good morning, love. Nice to see you. She's from the Netherlands. It's like what, 7 a.m. for you right now? Yeah, it's probably 7 a.m. for her right now.
Wow.
Thanks for being here.
It's 4:20 for me right now, so this is a good time to hop off.
Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. for me. Deuce, you got anything, bud? You'll be here next week?
Man. Like, no, I'll be here next week. You know.
Cool, buddy. Thank you.
Same bad time, same bad channel, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bad
Same here,
channel?
and then
Oh,
bat.
Yes,
I
bad.
heard
The go-to for that, yeah.
Yeah, so I got Cantonese Comic Wednesdays. If I don't have nothing planned on Wednesday, I'll probably be Cantonese Comic Wednesdays. Always leave a poll up on Tuesdays, so you guys can leave a word if you guys want to learn the Cantonese word during that. So, and then I'm gonna have on October, since it's almost October, gonna have Vamptober since it's Vampirella. You know what I mean? So I came up with something. So first couple of videos, it's gonna be probably the whole Vampy Warren run.
Let me ask you a quick question though. Do you have the big poster, the Gonzalez Vampirella poster, the original?
Yep.
Do you have the original or? Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just it's rolled up in a tube because I don't know where to put it. It's huge. It's not like
it's an amazing poster. I've always wanted
huge.
that.
And then I even got the standee too.
Nice.
The standee. I got the mail. So the whole collection is complete because I even got that mail away that you have to mail away for.
Nice.
Even got Is
that the hardcover one or soft cover?
Soft cover.
Okay.
I can get the hard one for the hardcover too.
The hardcover is signed by Gonzalez, so that'd be nice.
Yep, that's the next one I'm gonna end up. I was wondering why it's so expensive, and then a couple of them told me, "Oh yeah, it's signed by him." I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense."
But it's worth it though. Yeah, it's a lot easier to find that one in nice condition compared to that one.
But the whole run, I think, is the most expensive of my collection. Is that whole Vampy run right now?
Yeah,
Vampy, and then that evil Ernie run too. So
yeah.
And then that's pretty much. And then Extreme Nerd Table comes on every Sunday at 9. And then that's pretty much it. And then I got that Vamptober thing coming, and I'm working on Sarah Frazetta and Trina Robbins meeting each other, or in an interview type thing. So I'm working on Trina Robbins right now.
Cool.
So yeah,
that'd be fantastic, buddy.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, working on that right now. So.
Excellent. Stick around, guys, for a few minutes after the show.
I'm throwing it out there, so it'd be some good energy coming back. So I hope she
please
says yes.
do it again. Say it again.
I'm hoping Trina Robbins says yes, because Trina's never met a Frazetta or never met Frazetta in general, because they talked over the phone about the outfit, about the red bikini. Everybody's like saying about her red bikini. A female created the red bikini. Everybody thinks Frazetta created it. Frazetta didn't create it. Frazetta actually heard over the phone from Trina Robbins of what the idea was originally. So that's a little fun fact about that. So
very cool. Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you, community. And I am going to call this. So I want to say thank you very much. Welcome to the Nerdy Collective. We're going to be doing this on Saturdays when I can get on. So Nerdy Collective show every Saturday at midnight. And what do we have here? I want to say thank you for everybody and my guests that showed up tonight. Appreciate it very much. It was a lot of fun. Do it again. And peace, love, blessed be. See you guys.